Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time we explored the Gerudo training ground, cleared up a bunch of other small things in the around the overworld of the game, got both the ice arrows and the light arrows after we met the final sage in the Temple of Time, who turned out to be Sheik, aka Princess freaking Zelda, and then right afterwards, Zelda got captured by Ganondorf. Which does make sense, considering the Temple of Time is like just down the block from Ganondorf's place. May not have been the best place to meet Zelda, I'm just saying. Anyway, this time, with all stages freed, we now have the means of storming Ganon's castle. Let's go. If you're wondering why I am not only healed since last time, but also in a green tunic instead, it's because I went and collected the piece of heart and the skull shell that I collected toward the end of the last episode, but then ended up uncollecting because of save shenanigans. You can go back to that video if you want the context. Anyway, in the meantime, I like how this bone here is like almost entirely made up of sprites, but it is kind of a 3D model. I guess that's kind of how 3D models work in a sense, is that it's just like, you know, all textures are 2D. I want to say there's a skull shell. Okay, there is. Somehow I haven't gotten this yet. Oh, that's because we couldn't the first time we were here. Yeah, we got this guy here, and I want to say this is the final skull shell in the game if you've been collecting all of them in every area we've been to up until this point. How many do I have to close out? 60! Nice even number. I will take it. You know what? Let me just save real quick. There we go. Have the game saved those 60 skull shells perfectly forever now. Okay, this way actually. Before I go further that way, we got more silver boulders we can pick up with the silver gauntlets. I guess I may as well call them silver boulders. It's kind of what they are. Unfortunately, that one revealed nothing. Then all the way over here is, I think I may have seen this already and shown it off before, but yeah, it's something that we theoretically could grab. I mean, the A button says we can grab it, but it's not doing anything right now. Link's not even gonna try. We have to, yeah, I know, Navi, I'm trying to show something. I was hoping you had something to say about it, but apparently you didn't. So, that's interesting. I wonder if we're going to be upgrading the gauntlets at some point soon. Or maybe getting the gravity gun from Half-Life 2, because that would work too. Anyway, let's go. How are we gonna cross the pit? The moat of lava, you ask? Don't worry, just walk up towards the door and you'll find out. Link, can you hear me? It's Rauru, the sage. We six will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda. It's the menu theme from A Link to the Past. Very cool. Now, with the power of gay pride on our side, we cross the bridge and enter Ganon's castle. Finally. Inside. Okay, to start, we got 2 Beamos, so let's get out our bombs. I guess those work. You know what? Let's try using Bomb Chew on them. We'll see how effective this will be. So I'm putting that one straight ahead. That should do something at least. Yeah, it actually kind of worked. Okay. Can't say I expected that. How about you? Nah, that went right past. But okay, if I angle myself like that, that one should work. Perfect. See, I'm such a unique Ocarina of Time player. I use Bomb Chews on these guys instead of bombs. Yeah, I'm just that cool. Here's the main room. As they said, that is Ganon's Tower straight ahead. It is guarded by evil barriers, so we must remove the barriers as soon as possible. Okay, so each of these rooms to the side is based on one of the elements, one of the temples we've been in most recently. That being said, I think there is one you want to go in first before any other. I can't remember which one that is. Let's try this one first. I think this one's the spirit one. Never mind, this isn't the right one. Okay. I want to go, I can't remember. I think it might be, there's actually one of these doors that is based on the light medallion, despite the fact that there was no dungeon to get the light medallion. We just got it from Rauru as soon as we became an adult, as soon as we got the Master Sword and all that. Speaking of which, I haven't used the Master Sword in a while, because why would you need to use that when you have this thing? Oh, wait, no, the one based on light is being blocked right now. Okay, I remember now. It's Shadow. And I'm right next to it, so yeah. Shadow's the one I want to go to first, and you'll see why as we go. So we got a bubble staring at me straight ahead. Unfortunately, these aren't ice torches, or else that would be an amazing way to continue here. However, I think I have to... Do you have to use fire arrows here? Or is the Lens of Truth... Or is the game obscuring something that's only visible with Lens of Truth? No, okay. That's kind of surprising, gotta be honest. Okay, well, we can still light this up and see what it does. I think we have just enough magic to shoot this, so I hope I don't miss. Perfect. Oh god, it's time limited. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding, it's time limited. All right, hope the timer doesn't run while I'm looking at this chest. Oh my god, okay. Very funny game, very funny. All right, back out I go, I guess. Okay, there is something we can do about the lack of magic. I believe on one of these walls, I already have it equipped. On one of these walls, there's a secret passage. Somewhere, pretty sure there's a secret passageway. Somewhere, yes, over here. Oh wow, I was actually just about to run out of magic and become unable to see it. Man, for once I'm having trouble with magic in this game. One of my bottles is empty, right? But I think one of you actually sells me a potion, so I think I'm gonna take that instead. Hiya! Got two of you, last one. Pow! All right, you win. I'll sell you a red potion. Let's actually make a deal, why not? Hiya! Okay, now I would like to drink my green potion that I currently have, because I want to say that one of these guys will sell me another green potion. Perfect, look at that. It's all beautiful and full again. You are still not out of anger mode, so let me put you out of anger mode. Hiya! Okay. What do you have? Arrows. No. Yeah, you go on home. Arrows are not useful at all. Bombs? No. I got plenty of those. Green potion, that is a deal. Thank you. This guy might be the last thing I spend rupees on in this playthrough, because I don't need them for anything else. I don't need any of the other shops. There's nothing else required to buy, so yeah. There we go. Okay, back to the shadow place I go, and this time I will not run out of magic in 3 seconds like a dunce. Okay, I'm assuming the shadow path will require the Lens of Truth, so I'm just gonna put that on in preparation. Now, interesting fact about Ganon's castle. You can see how it's kind of split up into multiple segments like this that are all based on the temples we've played through before. This was actually going to be the structure for the entire game. The game would have taken place inside of Ganon's tower, and you would be going to these like little side areas and either going to like a whole other world within them, or you would just be, you know, going through a few dungeony rooms, and it would supposedly be long enough to last an entire like 30-hour play session. If this sounds familiar, it's because it's the exact same structure for Super Mario 64. They were going to make their Zelda 64 do the exact same thing as Mario 64. However, they decided against it, and I think there was a large magic jar right past them. Whatever. I ran out of magic. I wouldn't have been able to reach it anyway. But still, that's hilarious. Okay, I think we're supposed to shoot back at that thing to create more platforms. Yeah, I think it was ultimately a good choice that they decided to just make it an open, interconnected world instead, because that definitely made it a lot more memorable. Despite my qualms with the overworld, I do think that it is at least better than having, you know, it just be a Ganon's Tower and a glorified level select, you know? Okay, I'm gonna stand here, and I'm going to fall and die in the void before I can... Never mind. Okay, good. This one platform still exists, even if the others do not. Does this have the map by any chance? Or no, I think I know what this has. I do know what this has. It's the golden gauntlets. You can feel even more power coursing through your arms. Grab with A and lift stuff up. So, this has two particularly special use cases, and I believe we've already passed by, oh, actually, we've seen both of them so far. There we go, I was able to get the torch from here, man. That's kind of cool. Oh, wait, I don't actually need that from this point on. I just need to use the Lens of Truth. Good to know! That does respawn you all the way back at the beginning. I was hoping I misremembered that. I did not. That's fine, we'll just make it back through. We'll be okay. I'll be okay, I can do this. I can stomach this, guys. I swear. I swear. I have the fortitude of a guinea pig. I don't know what that means. You never know. Guinea pigs could have great fortitude, and I could be, like, accidentally complimenting myself. Alright. While intending to insult guinea pigs, you know? No, I can't insult guinea pigs. They are too cute. One of my sisters had 2 pet guinea pigs for a while, and oh my god, they were the most adorable little things. I loved them. I loved their little squeaks. They've passed away since then, because rodents don't live very long, but yeah. I love their little squeaks, or rather, like, one of them squeaked and the other one made these, like, low-pitched burbling noises. It was so cute. They were so cute. I miss them. They were also poop machines, though, so... Alright, can I hookshot onto that torch? Or is it only the wooden ones? Oh, I can! Nice! Okay. Yeah, no need to cross back across that freaking bridge over there. You see that? They wanted me to go back the long way around? Yeah, there's no need for that. What happens if I light this torch with fire arrows? I have yet to use ice arrows on anything, so I'm definitely glad I shot the Tektites last time while I could. My problem with the ice arrows is that... Oh, wow, it just makes the ice blocks again. Okay, that's kind of funny. It's like if any torch is lit up in this room, it works that way. That's cool. Okay. So now that this thing is first, that means we can backtrack out of the dungeon, go pick up the large pillar that was in the outside area, and see what's behind it before progressing any further. Hello there. I believe you want to shoot this with a light arrow. Does Navi say that you do? No, she doesn't. Okay, so you just have to figure it out anyway. Whatever. Got the light arrows last time from Zelda, by the way, in that little cutscene at the end of the video. The shadow barrier is dispelled. Please save the princess. I like this dungeon a lot. Not only is the atmosphere really good, but, you know, the music and everything, but I also like how it does kind of take you back through the areas you've already explored on your journey. You know, it makes you reflect on everything that's happened this far. Alright, so before I pick this one up, I would like to head back to the entrance of the dungeon, wherever it is, because I can't remember where it is at the moment. I don't think it's on the big bridge, is it? I think the big bridge is inaccessible. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Oh, or is it inaccessible? Okay, no, there's another bridge over there that we can't seem to access. I wonder where that leads. I wonder when we're going to get to go there. Interesting. All right, back up we go past the Beamos. These are really ineffective guardians, Ganondorf, I have to say. You're really not doing a great job. Now, there's something interesting. In earlier Zelda games, Ganondorf was actually named Ganon. It was this big pig creature named Ganon. But obviously, it's just a guy named Ganondorf in this game. Yet his castle is still called Ganon's Castle. Interesting, I wonder what that's about. Oh yeah, there's actually, before I re-enter the dungeon, I'll do this first, but before I re-enter the dungeon, there's something I really want to share. But of course, shall use our golden gauntlets on this giant pillar, and lift! Man, isn't that cool? I've always loved that. I've always loved your ability to just lift the giant fucking thing out of the way with the golden gauntlets. It's very cool. Inside here is the very last Great Fairy. Let us play Zelda's Lullaby and draw her out. She has one last upgrade for us. Ooh, doo, doo. Ooh, doo, doo. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm going to enhance your defensive power. Receive it now. Okay, it's official. We're never gonna die anymore. Your defensive power is enhanced. Your defensive power has been... Okay, interesting. Damage inflicted by enemies will be reduced by half. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. So you remember how a lot of the enemies in this game only deal a quarter of a heart of damage? Well, now they won't even be dealing any visual damage on their first hit because they're dealing an eighth of a heart of damage. Yeah, all damage in the game cut by half. This makes it so if you have the amount of health that I have right now, you're basically never gonna die again. Like, unless you really mess up. If you do die, it's gonna take you a long freaking time to die. It's gonna be a slow and painful death the entire time. But yeah, that is... very interesting. I'm glad that this game saves it until, like, the very end, and you do have to go out of your way to get it. Unlike, say, Majora's Mask, where you can get it, like, on the main progression, assuming you're collecting all the stray fairies in the temples, of course. Now, as we enter Ganon's castle, there's something I would like to share with you all. I would like to read you the story for the first Legend of Zelda on NES as presented in that game. Just to show you how far we have come. Many years ago, Prince Darkness Ganon stole one of the Triforce with power. Princess Zelda had one of the Triforce with wisdom. She divided it into 8 units to hide it from Ganon before she was captured. Go find the 8 units, Link, to save her. It's beautifully shoddy NES game translation. I love it. That actually brings me to a little theory of mine that... Oh, hold on, let me just lift this freaking rock real quick. But while I'm talking about this, or while I'm doing this, rather... This actually brings me to a theory I have that the term game over comes from, like, wonky translation on older games. It's possible it doesn't, and that it's just that, like, we can only have so much text on the screen, so let's cut out a bunch of words. Instead of saying, the game is over, we'll just say game over, you know, to save on, like, screen space and whatever. That's probably more likely, but still, a part of me wonders if that's the case. Hi! Got a bunch of invisible dudes in here, so let's bring out the lens of truth. I'm also going down the light path. Hi, yeah, what's up? You're dead. You're dead too. I thought Navi just said wake up there real quick, but no, she said watch out. Watch out! She just kind of sounds like she's also saying wake up. Wake up, Link! I mean, she did say that at the beginning of the adventure. Alright, killing all the enemies spawns a chest in the middle of the room. What do all these chests contain, though? Let's find out. Some of them might have ice in them, like the cold breeze that freaking kills you. I find that funny, like the trapped... Hey, yep, it sure does. I wish that appeared in Majora's Mask, would be funny. Recovery heart, hey, you healed me right back up, can't complain. Alright, listen, man, I'm tired of your shit. Some arrows, okay. Third one? Yay! I got frozen 3 times. At least that leaves me with an even half heart lost. And this is the true, yes, this is the true chest with the true small key. Let's go. Keep going further. I'm not sure what all this has to do with the Temple of Time or the Light Temple or whatever this is supposed to represent, but it certainly has something to do with it. Gee, I wonder what I'm supposed to do in this room. Maybe I play the song whose notes kind of look like the Triforce and whose, you know, Triforce symbols everywhere else in the game have responded to this song. I wonder if it's going to drop a chest that contains the small key so I can progress. Wow, what a surprise! Who would have seen that coming? Got boulders in here, and 1 minute, we got a 1 minute time limit, I think, to collect all these. Something I feel like is kind of weird in Ocarina of Time compared to Majora's Mask are rooms like this, which are just totally video gamey, and like, I get it, it is a video game, and, you know, they want to make a fun and interesting challenge and whatever, but I don't know, I feel like Majora's Mask removing the whole collect 5 silver rubies to unlock the door, kill all enemies to unlock the door, random time limits like this, I feel like that made that game a lot more immersive and believable as like a place you're exploring, but I think that's just me. Wallmaster, first of all, but also, there's supposed to be a barrier here blocking my way. Or rather, I'm supposed to shoot a barrier here. I wonder if maybe there's a secret thing to find in here. Yep, indeed. Okay, yep. Wasn't very challenging whatsoever, but here we are. Bam! That animation is quite satisfying. The light barrier is dispelled. Hurry! Two down and 4 to go. I think from this point on, I'll just take it on in the order that we've been collecting the medallions / doing the temples. I did Shadow Temple first because I wanted the golden gauntlets right away, but I think from this point on, it's me, Mario. Let's start with Forest Temple, then we'll do Fire, then Water, then Spirit. And then we'll be ready. Be ready for the end. We'll be ready for our final showdown. This is very exciting, I must say. Hiya. Wallmaster? Somehow I feel like this is a room that would have a Wallmaster. Also, I'm very glad that Navi is no longer warning me about them. Like, geez, took you long enough to finally do that, Navi. Okay, blue rupee. Okay, so we have a bunch of torches. We can light them with Din's Fire. However, I think we need to stand in a particular spot before using Din's Fire. Like, right about here. Hiya? Hiya! Will that get every torch? No, okay, oh, there's still one more. Let's get a fire arrow out and shoot it. It's the one right up here. Okay, I thought the incorrect buzzer meant that I ran out of time or something. Thankfully, no. Let's continue. Ooh, okay, we need hover boots here. Weird, this is a lot more like the Shadow Temple than the other place was, I think. The place that was actually the Shadow Temple, you know? Alright, yeah, okay. Is there a hookshotable thing? No, okay, and I can't grab that item with the hookshot either, even though that was kind of the main advertised purpose of the hookshot, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe I'm thinking of Majora's Mask, where it is advertised as, hey, you can pull items closer to you, but you can also pull yourself to things, which is the way more important thing to know about the hookshot. So I don't know why Majora's Mask fails to mention that. Whatever. Bam. Okay, yep, we're doing that. Neat, nice. What is that doing? Oh, that's how you collect this thing. Spawns a hookshot post right here. Okay, now there's another one just right there outside that place. Okay, and then we just do this, climb up the wall. Oh wait, actually I didn't want you to turn, I missed my chance, damn it. I thought I had to wait for it to turn on, but then I was like, wait, no, then I'll just be blown away from the rupee. The rupee I'm trying to collect. Okay, here we go. Do that. Don't fall off the other side. Okay, good. It stopped me in my tracks. Very glad for that. And that was the whole place. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Back to the Kokiri boots we go. And, okay, hold on. Back to the light arrows. Forgot that I don't have those equipped right now. Destroy you. That is force barrier down. The forest barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, Link. What, not even a hi, nice to see you? We've known each other forever. Okay, whatever. The power of the trees has left the castle. How sad. Okay, over to the other side of the room where we enter the fire domain, I guess we can call it. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't believe this place has a dungeon map or a compass in it. Even though it is technically a dungeon, it does count. I mean, it's showing me the small key counter right now. But yeah, just like the Gerudo training ground, it does not have a dungeon map or compass in it. It's so hot in here, we can't stay here for long. Okay, fine, I'll put on the Goron tunic, because I do think this room takes quite a while to go through, so yeah. I definitely don't want to freaking die of flame, and then, you know, have to redo the entire room again. That would not be very fun. Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to fall into the lava and die. Yeah, of course. Come on. I had my angle slightly off there. My bad. Okay. That's why I wanted to get the golden gauntlets first, because there's actually a big thing to pick up in this room. And if you... Okay, good. And if you don't know that it's here, you'll enter this place, like if you're following the order of the temples, you'll enter this place and go, oh, I actually can't do anything here, and then have to search for the golden gauntlets before you can do this, so it's good to know. I actually forgot why I wanted to go get the golden gauntlets first, but this is why. They have a silver rupee underneath them. And I think this also makes a platform? Oh, that's so cool. They probably had to make like a unique animation for all, I believe there's only 3 of those, for all 3 of the times that you use golden gauntlets, so it's definitely a very late game item. You can't really use it anywhere else. In fact, it's so late game, you may as well just call it an end game item. Ay! Screw you, pyroclastic slooch. I know, that's Pikmin. That's not Zelda. Hiya! Okay, that is all of them. That is all the rupees. Hey, don't fall. No falling in the halls. 60 seconds detention for you. While we're falling, no falling in the halls. No. Okay, good. God, if I had died there, I may have had to collect all the rupees again. Wow, that was the entire room. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take that over having to collect the rupees again. Let's go. We're getting through these places quick now. The fire barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, brother. Guess you could say Ganondorf's no longer packing heat. Anyway, down to the water temple we go. Or the water area, I mean. Yes, we're gonna go do the entire water temple all over again. Just to warn you, let me put on my blue tunic for the occasion. Perfect. Actually, you know, the symbol on the medallion resembles snow a lot more than it does water, and it turns out that was even more of an omen than I thought. Oh, I have to use an item. You know what? Let's make this interesting. Use the fairy. I'm only giving myself 1 life for the rest of this. Let's go. Because, yeah, I don't need the fairies. I've never needed the fairies a single time. But I am going to have to carry blue fire, it seems. So, good thing that I can use that this is here. At least you can buy both red and green potions here anytime by just going and finding the secret... Thanks! By just going and finding the secret business scrub room. Can you piss off? Oh my god, he melted himself out of here. Coward. While I'm opening a chest, I don't think I can be attacked by the stalactites. The icicles. They're not stalactites, they're icicles. Destroyed! There we go. That's the actual answer for how to progress. So we're gonna grab the blue fire, and can there not be so... Oh my god, chill game, chill. Man, for being the ice area, this has been the least chill area so far. All right, melt the red ice with the blue fire. Red versus blue. And deal with the low frame rate the entire time. My goodness. All right, I'm gonna go pick up more. Do those things respawn? I swear to God. I think they do. I could probably look at the ceiling and see for myself, but I'm lazy. Right, fuck. Okay, this is a block puzzle you have to solve in 2 minutes, or else. I don't know what happens, but something happens. Okay, you gotta get... Okay. Gotta get one of these blocks over there. One of these blocks goes in this hole. I think I want... Oh, fuck. Interesting. Yeah. So, shove you here, maybe? And then shove... Okay, I see. Shove you here. You'll fall in the hole, creating a perfect gap for this block to go here. Then... Here... Break this pot, get out of my way. Oh, it's a fairy. Sorry, fairy, didn't mean to insult you. Didn't mean to say, get out of my way. Okay, that gets you up to the place with the red ice. You might have to use it to climb the other ledge as well, but hey, I have the blue fire for this. I'd rather do this first. Hiya! Oh, and there's a rusty button on the other side. So yeah, I think this is what you have to do anyway. Hope you picked up the blue fire in the last room again after using it the first time, because you're gonna need it here. Then grab you. Pow! Okay, that opened the doors. The door on level ground, or am I gonna have to push the block over? I don't think I do. Okay, good. Perfect. And then that might be it for the layer? Yes. That was it for the water domain. Bam! The water barrier is dispelled. Hurry up! Yes, you do have to watch this whole thing every single time. It's okay, it's fine. There's enough gameplay in between them to warrant it, I think. Last up, the spirit domain. I think that is the last barrier. Yeah, because I already did shadow, and I already did light, so yeah. Here we go. We're almost there. We're almost to Ganondorf. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this. I actually think, you know, I sang the praises of Ocarina of Time's opening, but I think the finale is just as good. Like, you're about to see. This game, it has its ups and downs for sure, but the finale is a fantastic up. All right, let me get you with that. Oh, can I reflect your laser, actually? Because, you know, that's kind of what we had to do for the Twin Robo fight, so I would kind of be surprised if they didn't let me do that. Can you open your fucking eye again? Oh my god. No, I can't. Yeah, I can't. Okay, that's a shame. All right, buddy, no need to kill my frame rate. I know there's a lot of entities in this room, but, like, geez, could be more considerate next time. Perfect, okay. With you out of the way, we can grab this silver rupee up top. This one up ahead. Then what you want to do is pull this Armos statue, which is not a real Armos, thankfully. It is a real statue. Push that aside so that the trap is not basically puppy guarding this one. Then there's one last one. Do the same thing with this one. This one is also not an enemy. The other two might be enemies. I'm not really sure. I don't feel like finding out, so we'll just do that. And perfect. Nope. Perfect. The trap just went through me. I like that. Ah, another pyroclastic sloosh. Those guys are from Pikmin 3 only, right? Or are they in Pikmin 2 too? Pikmin 2 too. Yeah, interesting. Right. So with both of you dead, nothing happens. Okay. I want to say there's a secret chest in here. And this secret chest contains an item quite important. Maybe not. Oh, wait, you can totally just reach this through the wall, can't you? Yeah, you can. That knocks down a chest, which then gives you the item you're going to need to solve this thing, the bomb shoe. I don't know if you use up all your bomb shoe here that you are completely unable to solve this puzzle, but fortunately you can carry 50 of these guys. If you use up all 50 of them trying to hit this crystal, then I'm sorry, you probably aren't good enough to beat the game. I'm sorry, it's just true. Bam! You can also, I think, buy them from the guy in Haunted Wasteland for a lot of money, but still, he is an option. Right, now we have this. Oh, I think I see a spider web on the ceiling, so I'm gonna equip fire arrows. I still have yet to use ice arrows on anything, and at this point, using ice arrows on something ain't gonna happen. So, unlike Majora's Mask, light arrows do not count as light reflected by the mirror shield, so trying to shoot these sun switches with them will do nothing. However, lighting them up with the mirror shield certainly will. So let's do this. Hiya. That one was wrong, and for that, a wall master spawns. Hi, sir! The big Oron sword makes this way too easy, I have to say. If I remember correct, this is the right one. No. There's another wall master. And... Kerpow! I love this thing. I love this sword. Okay, I did every wrong one first. I mean, I'm kind of glad, just in case they gave something else other than wall masters, but no, they're all just wall masters. Quick reminder, don't be grabbed by a wall master when they try to drop on your head, or else you'll be taken back to the entrance of the dungeon. Bad, 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 as Rocky would say. I haven't actually watched the Project Hail Mary movie yet. I doubt I'll like it as much as the book, seeing how I like how The Martian compares to that book, but yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's a good movie and all. I should probably give it a chance first. It's entirely possible they ported it over really well, but still. Bam! Last barrier is dispelled. The spirit barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, kid! That was a cool animation. Oh, and the room's all dark and purpley afterwards? That's really cool. Before I go in there, I would, I think, like to buy another green potion from the business scrubs down here. Just because I know from experience, running out of magic in this next area kinda sucks. So, where are they? Are they even accessible anymore? I sure hope they are. They're in one of these. Or maybe they're in here. Oh, this wall. Okay, they're in here. The wall looks slightly differently colored. Let me just... Hiya! Hiya! Thank you. Okay, you have the green potion, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Give me. And now, we shall finally head into the mouth of the beast and climb up Ganon's tower. Oh boy, the time has come. The game does a really great job at building this up. Like, not just the trek through this dungeon, but like the entire story as well. How Ganondorf destroys the world in the second act, basically. And then, you know, he does a bunch of evil, terrible shit to all the people you meet and all the people you've become familiar with in your childhood. Then you come back and like Zora's River is frozen. Goron City is completely empty, devoid of all the Gorons because they're locked in the temples. Like, this guy's did so much evil shit, and then you're going through his dungeon the entire time he's waiting up above. Oh, man, it's so cool. The atmosphere is really well done. Here we go. The final climb begins. Some background music has started in the background, but unfortunately it plays very faintly at the moment. Oh god, okay. I keep swinging in the wrong directions. Okay, I get it. Fucking die. Holy shit, you guys are so annoying. At least you don't respawn like the Gways do. There we go. Managed to avoid one last hit from you. There's still more of them, huh? Okay, you're next. In the distance, an organ is playing. I already pointed that out, but just thought I'd point out the fact that it's an organ. In here, 2 Dynalphos to fight. If you haven't fought the Dynalphos in the Gerudo training ground, these guys are the first one of them you will be fighting, and as you'd expect, they go down lickety-split with the Big Oron sword. Or the Big Oron sword, as I prefer to pronounce it, so that people don't misconstrue my pronunciation with me saying something else, you know. Open this. The ominous cobblestone walls. Man, Ganon's tower really doesn't have a lot to it, huh? Just a bunch of repeated enemy encounters. Hello, I smell a Stelphos encounter. Indeed, here we go. Hiya! Oh, nice. How about this? Oh, bam, instantly. Okay, no performance drops, which indicates to me that the guy will not respawn. Very good. Can I, like, Deku Nut you? Ooh, I can. Okay. You can kind of take advantage of that a little bit. Why don't I do that a little more? I've been underusing Deku Nuts this whole playthrough, so... Yeah, come on. Come on, lower your fucking shield already. Oh my god, you're so annoying. Bam. Defeating both of them opens up the way to the boss key chest. Better not miss it, or you'll have to come back down. Rather an anticlimax after what you've just survived. Bam, the boss key. Now you can get inside the chamber where the boss lurks. Up and up and up we go. More flights of stairs. This must be really exhausting to climb, but this is a tall tower. Makes sense. And elevators were not invented yet. We have 2 iron knuckles in here waiting us. You can activate one at a time because neither of them will do anything until you hit them, and the other won't react to you activating the other, but I think just for the sake of fun challenge, I'm gonna activate both of them. Let's go. Can I jump attack both of them at the same time? Okay, no, I don't think I can. Only one. Hiya! Oh, I was trying to jump attack them. At least I dodge rolled out of the way. That was actually pretty cool. Okay, I'm sorry. Thankfully, with our defense boost, they only deal 2 hearts of damage instead of 4. Now, hiya! That's not the attack button. That's the A button. Hiya! Perfect. Hiya! Ooh, nice. We're getting them. Perfect. I think in their second phase, they actually, like, stagger from attacks a lot more often because they have a lot less armor. Makes perfect sense. Their poise is decreased. As you climb higher in the tower, the music gets louder and louder. Pretty cool diegetic effect there. Before I go on, I would actually like to switch to the Master Sword. I think it would be the most fitting for this battle. After all, it is the Blade of Evil's Bane, It's supposed to be the key to defeating Ganondorf. So let's do that. Besides, we get to use our shield again, finally. Let's go. Okay, before the end is truly here, we have pots. These pots contain a bunch of rupees, probably would contain hearts if we weren't already full on health. Rupees, arrows, magic, lots of it. They're restocking us for something. This is gonna be intense. I can feel it. Through the store. Oh, look at these stained glass windows. You built a ton of these, man. This must have been expensive. At least they're all the same pattern, though, so it's easy to just make copies. If you're not at full health, you are healed in that moment. That's what was happening there. The Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. The two Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me! Link, I can't help you. Because of the waves of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, Link. Real bad timing there, Navi, but it's okay, we'll make do. First things first, go to one of the corners of the arena, because he will destroy all the blocks surrounding his little platform there in the center. Then, it's tennis! If you remember the Phantom Ganon fight, yeah, you just do that again here. Should you fall in the holes down below, you can climb back up on the middle platform there, but it's kind of hard to do, it takes a lot of time, so yeah, I'd just recommend avoiding falling down as much as possible. One hit slightly earlier than it looks like, which I am not learning how to do properly, it seems. Okay, this is what you do. Without Navi present, there is no way to lock onto him. But that's okay, since the projectile will just go back to him automatically. Okay, then, after a random number of hits, you hit it back a random number of times. God damn it, and then you fail. That's what happens. I am going to lose all my health. It is surprisingly hard to get the timing down, in my experience. There we go. I have to really pay attention, and I think it varies in speed, too. Go. Oh my god. Okay, then, free aim, a light arrow shot on his face. That will stun him. Climb to the platform, hit him with it, jump attack, jump attack. Definitely want to jump attack at least once or twice. Then, immediately climb back off. You can alternatively hookshot to the walls. They are valid hookshot targets. You can even hookshot to him as well if you want. Though, I personally find jumping across to be faster. Okay, you've drained enough hearts by now. I'm actually kind of glad I got the defensive thing, but I do still have the red potion and the blue potion in my inventory. Goddamn, I'm gonna need one of those eventually, holy shit. I mean, it might be a good opportunity for me to show off something funny. Okay. Here we go. Bam. You know, buddy, back when I fought your Phantom, you said the real you wouldn't be as easy, but... but maybe you're correct. I was slightly off in my angle. My bad, Ganondorf. Oh god, not now, sir. Not now, sir. Okay. Man, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? He's knocked down some of those blocks. He will do that if you are close to him. So let's avoid that from the future. Oh wait, I'm wearing the wrong tunic. I'm still wearing the Zora tunic. It does look kind of cool, but I'd rather wear my Kokiri tunic for this battle. There we go. Bam. 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 Oh my god. Bam. 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 God, it keeps going on. Sometimes it looks like he's about to get hit. He doesn't. How many times must I teach you this lesson, old man? Oh my god, you're still doing it! Oh my god! Okay, it's definitely not a set number of times he does it. It's just like a random chance for him to ignore. There we fucking go! That missed. Hit him again. Oh, I got him! I got him! Okay, he was just about to recover, but I barely got him. Okay, jump attack. Do a spin attack if possible. Another jump attack, that's fine. That's fine. We did good enough. Back here we go. I'm gonna drink my red potion, because I would like to show off something funny. So, let's go here. Glug. So I can get all that health back. Feels nice. Now, I think I may have mentioned this in the Phantom Ganon battle, but you can actually swing your bottle at the energy ball to hit it back to him, and you can do it this way. It's kind of funny, but yeah, they just thought to include this. Kind of funny that they thought to include this. That's how the sentence was supposed to go. Okay. Oh, I barely got that. Okay. You can barely see me do it. Yeah, that's what happens if you try. I want to get him with the bottle once. So that's what I'm gonna go for here. I'm gonna go for that. Again, I have it bound to the right trigger right now, which might not be the best idea. Oh, there we go. 3 shots. Bam! All right. As you damage him more, his cape becomes more and more damaged over the course of the fight, which I think is a really cool detail. Okay, now, he has one more attack he can do that he hasn't shown yet. I would like him to do that first. He is not doing it yet. That's fine, that's fine. I really like this battle a lot. Even though it is basically just a glorified tennis match, it's not exactly the final battle you would expect. I don't know, I think the atmosphere is really good overall. And you know, the fact we're using Master Sword plus light arrows, both of the evil's bane against this guy. And this is surprisingly intense. Like, you do have to get the timing down. Alright, hey up. My god, you're going on forever, aren't you? Last time you only did it 3 times. Jeez. No, that's the bottle, that's the bottle. Oh, I missed him. Okay, back to this we go. That's fine. Okay, just going for a normal one again, huh? It's okay, just do it for less bounces this time, okay, buddy? I only have so much time to dedicate to this. Actually, I have plenty of time to dedicate to this. Bam! I swear, hitting that shot is the hardest part of this battle. Okay, bam, 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 bam. All right, still have a chance. I want to show off his last attack, because it's really cool. Yeah, look, his cape's all damaged. Doesn't want to do it, it seems. Interesting. Oh, but okay. His cape's all torn. I have a feeling this will be the last cycle. Whatever might happen. I guess I may as well explain what the last attack is in case he never does it. He can charge up a huge orb over time, and in that case, it will release into a bunch of smaller projectiles that, goddammit, that you can deflect with the spin attack. Oh, he's about to do it right here. Here we go, perfect. Okay, prepare your spin attack. Bam! That gives you an instant stun if he does that. Okay. No. Lock on. Okay, you can lock onto him while he's stunned, thankfully. He's still not done. Okay. I'm gonna drink my green potion in case I don't have enough magic for a light arrow, because I don't know if I don't or not. So here we go. I've got 2 of these things. May as well use one. By the way, any of the pots you break down below will no longer have any items in them during the course of the fight. So if you break all of them, you will get no refills on anything for the entire fight. That is why I recommend bringing green potions. Bam! Down he goes! Great evil King Ganondorf, beaten by this kid? Link! In future releases of the game, he vomits green substance instead of red. Wow, you tore down your room. Great final move, buddy.
Ganondorf, pitiful man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and... Link, listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please follow me.
Noted! That we will do! Final escape sequence, 3 minutes to get down the tower. This time limit is very generous. It is very unlikely you will take this long to climb all the way down there. There's also bad frame rate up there on the top, but I guess I understand. Lots of rocks falling from the sky and whatnot. Man, if only we had the paraglider from the Wild Era games. You could totally just fall off of it right now. There's iron bars in the way. Fortunately, Zelda came equipped with the open iron bars in our way spell, so that's good. I find it kind of funny that that's there, but like, you have to wait for her. That's the whole point of it. Okay, where are you, Zelda? Okay, you're on the side. You're fine. One little detail I love about this escape sequence, every time you take damage, Zelda gasps in alarm. It's so cool. I really do like it. She's like worried for your safety. Don't worry, Zelda. I have the beefed up defense. I take half damage from everything. I'll be okay. I like this escape sequence a lot. Reminds me so much of Metroid. Especially since, you know, we did just defeat the final boss. It's final boss right into escape sequence. Okay, this room. Oh boy, I think... No, wait, actually, no, okay. This room is kind of famous in the speedrunning community because this is actually... The any percent speedrun, or at least any percent, like, kill Ganon speedrun, I think is the category name, uses a glitch called a wrong warp, where you can teleport from the boss arena of Goma at the very beginning of the game all the way to that room we just went through. Yeah. You can take advantage of, like, little quirks in the code to make the game think you should be going somewhere else than you really are. And they use that to access Ganondorf from, like, the end of the game right away, basically. Oh dear, okay, so we now have to fight Kai? Okay, we now have to fight Stalfos. Is using the Master Sword for this such a great idea? Let me get the Deku Nuts out so that I can actually, you know, have a chance to be all cool. I would switch back to the big Goron Sword, but I think I'm fine with that, actually. I think I'll just keep going with the Master Sword here. Okay, this is a big time waster if these guys don't fucking attack me like they're supposed to. Nope. There we go. Okay. Bam. Okay, there's you. And look at that. Performance drops. That one will respawn if we don't defeat this one quickly enough. So come on. Come on. Come on. Do your thing. Get stunned. Idiot. 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 Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Lock onto the right thing. Bam. I don't care about the damage I take. As long as I get through it. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Bam. Okay. We got both of them in time. Thank you, Link. Now let's hurry. Oh, thank you for all the hearts. I'll pick those up real quick. We don't have much time to do so, but it's okay. Just got a couple more rooms to go. We're now halfway down our time limit. I'm actually not sure what happens if the time limit runs out. I've never had that happen before. Could just be like instant game over screen, which I've never actually I've never actually seen nor shown on camera. Because it never happened to me, because I'm too good at this game. Yeah, how about them apples? Alright, we're taking a very weird serpentine path through this room. That's fine. Or is it supposed to be like serpentine? I think serpentine makes more sense. It's like turpentine. You know, something like that. Oh, wow, more hallways. Okay. I suppose this is like, yeah, this is the entrance hall. And I like how you go back through all the rooms you just climbed through, but they're all destroyed and breaking and filled with flaming rocks. How are you safe from all the flaming rocks, by the way? You're just magically avoiding them. I mean, you do have the Triforce of Wisdom. Here's a random re-dead on the way back out. I'm not sure what this guy's doing here. He's gonna freeze me. Honestly, I couldn't care less. I'm just gonna run right past. All right, open this door. And this should be it. Indeed, okay. That is the other bridge we saw in the main room that we couldn't access through the rest of the dungeon. We are now crossing that bridge right now. I hope the sages can build another rainbow bridge for us out here. And now, we're safe. So, fun fact, this cutscene can randomly take slightly longer to complete, or at least its duration is actually slightly random. The reason why this is because the particle effects of the collapsing ruins spawn randomly, and depending on how they spawn, they can lag the game and make the cutscene last slightly longer. This was discovered by the speedrunning community after someone got a slightly faster cutscene than everyone else, and it became kind of suspicious. But it turns out, it was an intentional part of the game. Well, not an intentional part, but you know what I mean. It's over. It's finally over. Link, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. What does that sound? I'm gonna let this next part play out in silence for a while. This is a boss that I think is elevated completely 100% by its atmosphere, because, I'll be honest, its gameplay isn't that great. There are many ways to harm Ganon. You can use a Deku Note, which will briefly stun him and open up his tail weak point for an attack from either the Long Shot or the Megaton Hammer, your choice. You can also have him slash and then he'll wait, okay, or that can happen, that's fine too, but then he'll wait for a while and you can barely get a shot at it, I think. Easiest way is, as you've seen, shoot him in the face with light arrows. As long as you don't get too close, there's basically nothing he can do. He doesn't have any ranged attacks of any kind. And there's actually an even easier way that doesn't even involve using light arrows in the first place. Just roll through his legs. Do that. You're on the other side. He's just swung, so he takes a while to turn around, and there you go. Let's see what Navi has to say. I'm actually curious. 1 second. About his tail specifically. I really have no idea what his weak point is. Thanks, Navi. Navi, it's right freaking there. It's glowing rainbows and everything. But yes, I must compliment this battle. Even though its gameplay is kind of lackluster in my opinion, I must compliment this battle for atmosphere because, oh my god. The lighting here is incredible, and I think this is the one thing about Ocarina of Time that is straight up better in the N64 version. The 3DS version, due to being a portable game, played on a very tiny screen, where people could be playing in the sun where there's lots of glare, brightens up this battle a lot. And while I think the atmosphere is still pretty good overall, this just looks so cool. I love how Ganon is shadowed by the lighting and the lightning flashes briefly reveal him. Link, the Master Sword is here! Hurry up! After dealing enough damage, the Master Sword becomes available. Go get it back, and then the real fight can begin. It's the exact same fight as before, you're just hitting him with the Master Sword now instead of a long shot. Move back to the center. I could have talked to Zelda there. I don't think she says anything that special, though. Ah, got your tail! That's so fun. Should you be running low on health or any other pickups, you can bring Ganon over to one of these structures and have him break them, and it'll drop more. Bam! There's only so many of these, though, so use it wisely. Wow, look at how many arrows came out of that thing. All right. So yeah, the fight, if you play optimally, the fight is literally just roll under his legs, hit tail, roll under his legs, hit tail, repeat until he's down. But just this setting and everything, the music, the sound design, the way he like hisses when he slashes at you, the way Zelda shrieks whenever you take damage, it's all so freaking good that I don't mind how lackluster this battle is. This might be one of my top favorite video game bosses of all time, despite everything. It's pretty cool. And this is another reason why I think Ocarina of Time's finale, oh dear. I think Ocarina of Time's finale freaking rocks. You have the really fun, intense battle against Ganondorf, followed by the fun, intense escape sequence where you fight two Stalfos, all followed by this guy who, while pretty easy overall when you get to know him, is very intimidating. I remember hearing so many stories of kids who played this game and were thinking that they were done when Ganondorf went down, that were like shocked and horrified to see Ganon, and I can only imagine. It's like, yeah, there's still more after this. There's still one last battle to round it out. I like to hit him with light arrows at least once before we're done. Honestly, like, even though this fight is super repetitive, I'm always so sad when it ends because, like, I just love being here. I just love being in this battle so much. I never want it to end. All right, let's see if I can... Okay, no, I can't really do that, can I? Blast you? Probably go for a jump attack here. Nice! Down once again. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword and deliver the final blow. It's all powered up and ready. Have at it. Six sages, now! Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. You! Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages!
curse you, Link! Someday, when this seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants! As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the Evil Realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world, for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young. I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the Sacred Realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Link, give the ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Now, go home, Link. Regain your lost time. Home, where you are supposed to be. The way you were supposed to be. Thank you, Link. Goodbye.
This end credits theme is so good, but of course I'm gonna be blabbing over it the entire time, because I can't help myself. That was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. A classic, a certified classic, definitely a very good game. But I wish we could all stop pretending like it's some timeless masterpiece with no issues. It's got plenty of issues. I mean, first of all, there's the whole Orientalism thing with the Gerudo, but more about gameplay issues, stuff like the text speed, moving at a snail's pace, with no option to fast forward it aside from a few select text boxes, and it's never consistent which ones. Like, I do not understand. If this was a 1988 game, that would make sense. But this is a 1998 game. Like, we should have designed text properly by now. There's so many text-based games that have existed but up until this point. The fact that this one has text moving that slow, with next to no options to make it faster, I don't understand that at all. And I do think it genuinely brings the pace of the game really far down. And the developers clearly agree, because in Majora's Mask, they made it scroll twice as fast. So yeah. Like, it still scrolls kind of slow in Majora's Mask, but it's fast enough that I don't really notice or care, especially if I'm reading along with it. Like, the text speed in this game was so slow. You've heard it. There were so many times when I ran out of words to read because I was reading it as the text was appearing, but I caught up with the text too fast because it scrolls way too fucking slow. Anyway, I'll stop complaining about that. My other issues, I mean, controls are wonky, but this was kind of the first game of its kind, so I can forgive it for that. Like, we were still trying to figure out a solid 3D control scheme at this time. We didn't have it locked down like we do now. So I can 100% understand why the controls are wonky. My other main problem, the overworld is just kind of okay. Like, I think the biggest problem... Mocap? There was motion capture for this game? Alright. Anyway, I think the main issue with the overworld is Hyrule Field, which we are currently seeing right now. Like, it's so funny to me how pretty much every previous Zelda overworld has held up better than this one has because of Hyrule Field. Like, genuinely. I think all the previous overworlds in the previous Zelda games before Ocarina of Time were better because, you know, there's actually stuff to do in them. It's not just a big flat plane of nothing that only exists to fulfill Miyamoto's fantasy of riding a horse around a giant open field. Like, you can give us a giant open field, but make it a sub-area. Don't make it the main area of the world and just have this big bloated blob of nothing in the center. I don't know, it made the world kind of tedious to explore where it otherwise wouldn't be. You also unlock the fast travel options really late, but I understand why. It's to encourage you to kind of like find other ways to travel around the world, and even then, there's still some areas of the world that are super inconvenient to get back to, but... whatever. And, you know, like, actually good traveling there isn't that interesting. You're just, like, walking down a corridor filled with enemies you've been down before a bunch of times, so... Oh, well. That basically wraps up my criticisms, honestly. I mean, with the N64 version, at least. I can definitely go more into detail, but I think just as these people are enjoying their time, I should switch things positive and say what I like about this game as well. I do really, really like this game. I like all the dungeons. I like how there's so many of them, too, and they're all so varied. I like the music and sound design so much. Like, it is masterful work by Koji Kondo. I think he did both music and sound design. Well, he at least did the music, and sound design was probably a little bit of a team effort, but yeah. Like, that is what holds up the best from this game, by far. The story, I think, is actually pretty cool, too. Like, it's a pretty basic Zelda story. Ganon taking over Hyrule, go stop him with the help of Zelda, but... I like it because, for a couple reasons, I just bumped my headset there, very sorry. I like it for a couple reasons because, like, Zelda gets to do stuff in this game until the very end, of course, where she's then captured, but, like, she gets to do a lot throughout the whole runtime. I mean, she is Sheik, following you around, giving you those songs to help you out, so yeah, it's really cool. There's also the fact, I like the direction they take with the whole, like, Link kind of lost his 7 years of childhood by the Master Sword putting him to sleep for that long. And, you know, he lost all that time. And as he goes through areas like the Shadow Temple, he loses his childhood innocence and now has to, like, relive it again. But, like, with the shit he's seen, his childhood is not going to be as nice and friendly to him anymore. I definitely like that aspect of the story. And the fact that, like, you know, Zelda as a kid was kind of naive and... didn't foresee Ganondorf's plan. Ganondorf kind of outsmarted them and ended up taking over the world as a result, which I think is a really cool plot point, by the way. When you pick up the Master Sword, exit Temple of Time, and see Hyrule Castle Town all destroyed, and Hyrule Castle itself replaced with Ganon's castle, like, it's such a striking moment in the story. And it's super cool. I think it's super well done. Speaking of the story... Without another word, not even a hey listen, Navi flies off and sticks to the window, but the idea is she's flying outside the window. This leads us into Majora's Mask, where Link begins that game searching for Navi. If you want to know more, check out my Majora's Mask Let's Play in my main channel. So what's happening there is that Link is going back to Zelda in order to warn her what will happen if they open the Sacred Realm, or open the Door of Time at this point. Basically making a version of Hyrule, a timeline of Hyrule, where Ganondorf is never able to claim all that power. So yeah. And this is actually in the official Zelda timeline. This is actually where the timeline splits into two, and you start to go down two different game paths. I won't get too much into that, though, because it's, well, I don't know, kind of superfluous. So something that can happen here on the end screen is if you wait long enough, you can supposedly hear the notes of your Scarecrow song, the Scarecrow song you set, but using like a different MIDI instrument. However, I've heard reports that this only happens on an actual N64, so we might not be able to hear it here, but that's okay. With that, I've basically said my piece on Ocarina of Time. I've said everything that I wanted to say. I think it is a fine game. I would not choose to play it over Majora's Mask, personally. I think Majora's Mask is an improvement in many ways. Though I will say, I'm gonna have my partner play through Majora's Mask, and I'm actually wondering if it would have been better to start her off with Ocarina of Time instead, because Majora's Mask definitely expects you to have played it. But, hey, whatever. I was just, it would have taken a long time, and I wanted to see her play Majora's Mask sooner, so whatever. Anyway, that is the end of my Ocarina of Time Let's Play. I know, after like half a fucking year, it's finally done. It feels great to finally finish a Let's Play on this channel, because I've had so many of the same running for so long. But yeah, I don't know what's going to replace this game, but I do know that this is going to free up a lot more time for me to get through a lot more of the smaller games that I have up next. So I don't know which one I'm going to pick, but now that this is done and out of the way, yeah, my other currently running series should start to happen faster. Maybe I can reintroduce Fallout New Vegas now that this is done. That might be the best plan. Whatever the case, I thank you all for watching this playthrough, if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.